Good evening, everybody, and welcome to USPHL Premier North Division action, where we have the regular season finale here at the Southwood County Recreation Center. And we have a treat for you, as it is the Wisconsin Dells Ducks taking on the Wisconsin Rapids Riverkings. Good evening, everybody. My name's Mike Comer. I'll be bringing you the action tonight. Up here, working the cameras, Art, Zach, the ringleader up here, Matt Fillmore, and our good buddy, Rory McGibbon. Rory, got to be, it's kind of weird. Tonight's the last night of the regular season, but still a lot to go, but we got to get through tonight first.
Yeah, absolutely. I think tonight they'll keep that same energy, same momentum as the end of last night did. Super high intensity and really emotional battle, and I'm excited to see how it unfolds.
Yeah, last night Wisconsin Rapids, of course, came out with a 6-3 victory over the Ducks, and it didn't come at a cost, as there are some injuries that the Dells sustained, and I don't know how many of the guys they will be having back tonight, but we will discuss that as we go on through the game, because some of those athletes that are out or not expected to play, man, those are some tough losses for the Ducks. But either way, Rapids, they have to take care of business. They don't want to go into the playoffs with their streak getting snapped, because they've got a substantial winning streak underway.
Yeah, and Coach told us before the game there'll be 5 new players for the Ducks in the lineup tonight, and I think that gives an opportunity for the Riverkings, but it also means those 5 guys are going to have a lot of fire in their belly. They're going to be ready to go, and I think it's a really great game to sort of continue the streak and go into the playoffs with.
Absolutely. As tonight they are celebrating the age outs on the roster, and Rory, you know that a lot better than I do, so take us through some of the age outs here and what they mean to the team.
I mean, I can't talk highly of the age outs. I mean, they're not only our emotional leaders, the on-ice leaders. I mean, the production increases from a lot of them, and a lot of the guys, like, I'll give a special shout out to Whitey, and I think Owen Atkins, unfortunately, he's not with us with a collarbone injury, but I mean, what a player Owen is, and what an emotional leader he is with the guys. And I think Cooper, another great guy, McNeish, Tudic, Schweitzer, Denti, I mean, they're all just such great guys, great leaders on us, and I mean, it's a great laugh to be in the room every sort of day in the week, and their play has been exceptional all year.
Basically, looking at that roster, the 04s are on their way out, and that's quite the list of gentlemen there. As boy, oh boy, they are some talented hockey players. You mentioned Captain Bryce Cooper up there, Tudic, who's up there in the scoring ranks. Looking down that list, Schweitzer, of course, Dente, Bryceland, Whitehead, another captain, McNeish, and Dominic Height, who played between the pipes last night. I know he just came, this is the second game, but boy, oh boy, his presence is felt, and that's given some guys some extra rest, which is a good thing, but also competition to make everybody's best that much better. Exactly,
competition's exactly what you need in a team, and I mean, if you're not competing, you're just going to stagnate, and I think the competition in our locker room for spots in the lineup and in the net is so fierce, but it's also so friendly and good-natured. There's no animosity in the room between the guys. It's great harmony, great chemistry, and I think that's what makes us such a dangerous team.
Well, tonight, starting for the Riverkings between the pipes, and that's Kevin Podgurney. He comes into the game, 11 games played, 8 wins, 3 losses, and he has 2 shutouts to his credit. He has played 643 minutes. He has allowed 24 goals and made 257 saves. He has a goals against average of 2.24 and has a save percentage of basically 91.5%. He has played against the Dells earlier in the season, and that was October 11th. He allowed 2 goals and made 31 saves on 33 shots faced, as the Riverkings came away with a 4-2 victory down at Poppy Waterman Ice Arena.
Yeah, that was Pods' first game with the team after coming in, and I mean, he had such an incredible game. I remember there's a breakaway save in the third that really sort of gave us some momentum, like Pierce was doing last night for the Dells. His big save just generating momentum. And Pods, I mean, I love Pods' game. It's so athletic, so he competes for every single puck like you'd want your goalie to do, and he's so exciting to watch, and I expect another good game from him tonight.
We will be getting those starting lineups, of course. Wisconsin Rapids in goal, Podgurney, Whitehead, Bolduc, Cooper, McNeish, and Bryceland all starting for Rapids, as we will get the Dells in a moment after the national anthem. So please stay tuned. Wisconsin Rapids Community Media, 105.5 WRI and Flow Hockey. a beautiful rendition of the national anthem by the Riverkings Pep Band, brought to us by the Honorable Distinguished Jordan Held Esquire, as we are just moments away from the opening puck drop of the game, as they will be recognizing these age outs here on the roster for the River Kings. Looking at the starting lineup for the Wisconsin Dells Ducks. Ducks come in with a 24-18 record, as they are looking to really try to sneak past Rapids tonight, as they want to try to secure that 4 seed, as the Mullets are in action tonight, as they are playing at Asante. And even though it's a road game, and I know Asante's maybe not had the best season to this point, it's you never know what to expect out of anybody this time of year. Anybody can win, anybody can lose, and it gets even heightened more as we go into the playoffs. But starting tonight for the Ducks, Jackson Armstrong, Mason Ford, Jonathan Yakaj, Lorenzo Medeiros, he's playing in goal tonight, as Michael Trudeau and Jack Gardner. More about Lorenzo Medeiros. He's played in 14 games, 5 wins, 8 losses, 1 shutout. He has he's played in 739 minutes. He has allowed 54 goals, made 419 saves, and has a goals against average of 4.38, and a save percentage of just a hair under 89%. So he allows goals, maybe sometimes has had the highest save percentage when you compare to the low 90s that some of the goaltenders that Rapids has faced this year. But he's got some real minutes in actual games, and those numbers, they're not bad.
Yeah, and I mean, the minutes speak a lot. I mean, the confidence you gain throughout the season is definitely going to improve your game, and I think sometimes maybe you get caught in a bad spot and you just can't, like that one bad game might just sort of really affect your statistics. And I think we haven't played Medeiros so far this season, but I think it's going to be a good game. I think he's got the sort of a nice technical base to him, and I think it'll be a well-fought game out between the goalies.
You know, you brought that up. You know, Rapids not faced him. The previous 2 meetings were against Max Pierce, who the Rapids did play last night. And Pierce, he had a nice game. He made some huge saves. Some of them I still don't know how he made. But boy, he's a ferocious goaltender back there, and just unfortunately didn't get the help that he needed. But don't worry about last night. Got to worry about tonight, as Rapids, they want to extend that winning streak to the playoffs. As they're just last night I misspoke, as I was thinking it was pretty much set in Steele County. It might not be, as the Steele County, they could conceivably jump the Minnesota Blue Ox tonight, as Steele County, they're playing the Blue Ox. So there's a lot riding on that one. There's
a lot riding on that one, and Coach touched on it before the game, the battle between the Blue Ox and the Steele County Blades, and I think that game, it could go anyone's way. I mean, that middle pack, I talked about it last night, there's so much between them. They're so competitive between each other, and I really think it could be anyone's game out there. Yeah,
that's a lot of these teams are so competitive. Look at the Northwest Express with Rapids, and of course the Squatch. Those are the Express are maybe not a team that Rapids or the Squatch want to face, but someone's going to have to face them. Probably Rapids, assuming they make it out of that first round. But you just never know, as it is playoff hockey in the air, and we've got 60 minutes left in the regular season. That's just, man, blink of the eye. It just seemed like it started back in October, and we are underway as the River Kings control the opening faceoff. Wisconsin Rapids going from my left to the right. The Dells going from my right to the left, obviously, as Rapids wearing their home white jerseys, their sweaters up top, with big green letters on the big green numbers and blue letters and trim. Blue breezers with white socks that with the green and blue lines, and of course the Dells wearing their road dark jerseys, black tops, black breezers, black socks with white, teal, and I guess maroon, mauve striping as well.
Yeah, it's an interesting combination.
It is kind of like the old Mighty Ducks back in the day, to an extent, as they have teal numbers. Now I don't know if they're mallards or buffleheads or green teal, cinnamon teal, green wing teal. I don't know. Could be coots for all I know, but either way, Wisconsin Rapids better be ready, as face-off was to the Walker side of Medeiros, and the Dells bring it back into the zone of Rapids. 19:16 left to go. First period. No score here at the rink. Huge crowd on hand both nights. Very impressive band here both nights. So if you don't want to listen to the radio, stop on down to the rink. Otherwise, we'll keep you here. We'll keep you updated on what's going on here at the Southwood County Rink as the puck comes up. Neutral ice, gathered nicely by Jake Nealing. He had a little bit of a bang up last night, but he's back in the game today. He's a tough young man as the puck is in the near side corner, blocked out a little bit by the railing. Puck up to neutral ice. Tudich battling with it. Comes out right in front of the Rapids bench. Denty, backhand pass up to Tudich. You can't get enough on it, but it's gathered up by Schweitzer. Center attempt to Denty. Picked off by Nealing. Nealing, cross ice pass up ahead to number 71, as that was Liam Devlin. As the puck comes up near blue line, pops up neutral ice, picked up by Fletcher as he sends it back down. But Lutfulin picks it up, sends it back into the Rapids offensive zone. Flipping back up to neutral ice is the Dells as Lutfulin tries to send it up neutral ice. He cannot. Sending around the boards is the Dells. Pick up the puck, collision in the corner with Raffert. Coming back out towards the blue line as the puck picked up by Denty as the puck squirts into the offensive zone of Rapids. Tudich with a backhand opportunity on the doorstep. Turned away by Medeiros. Shot. And a goal! Rapids goes up 1-0. There's a hole in their goalie. Wisconsin Dells. And the Riverkings take a lead.
I mean, this line must just put the fear of God in the Dells Ducks' hearts. I mean, what a night, what a weekend they've been having. Denty with 5 points last night. Schweitzer with 4 and Tudich with 4 as well. I mean, these guys are just on fire.
Boy, oh boy, you said it. They are on fire as it was right on the doorstep, one far post, and in it goes as Schweitzer starts the scoring. I feel bad for Medeiros because he was screened out by his own defenseman.
Yeah, just a really tough play for Medeiros there, but I mean, this line works it so well down low, and then I think they've probably had 5 goals, just carbon copies of that, and they work it really well.
Rapids back on the attack, shot, and a big bounce rebound, and Rapids gets it back out to the blue line. Opsfelder sends it around as Tudich gets 1 assist, and Denty with the other, as that goal comes at 2:13 as Rapids still holding the zone. Getting to the puck first, Allstrand, backhand up to Marcus Anderson. Anderson backhand to the blue line, held in by Raffert, but he gets his pocket picked, and out comes the puck with the Dells, but Rapids has regained it right about the mid-ice stripe. Obsfelder brings it in after missing last night's contest. Shot, big shot and a rebound after Anderson as he got pushed down to the ice. No penalty being called. Now there is, as there will be a tripping called against the Dells, and oh boy, the Riverkings go on the power play.
Yeah, I mean, what a save by Medeiros there, just lunging across on that lateral play and making a nice toe save, and Anderson tripped up there by one of the Dells players, and it just gives the Riverkings a great opportunity to double down.
Dave Tien goes into the box as we're just 3:05 into the game. 2-minute penalty. Davtian goes into the box. Rapids with the power play opportunity, and we'll see what goes on with this as the puck's loose behind the Rapids goal, and it's getting pushed back behind the goal there by Allstrand. Allstrand pass up ahead to Schweitzer. Schweitzer cross ice pass, and Marcus Anderson. Marcus Anderson back to Felix Allstrand. Cross into the zone. No offsides called. Back behind the goal. Anderson sends it back the other way. Near side, Shamil Lutflin back to Marcus Anderson. Anderson sends it around the boards. Allstrand's got to get theirs. Holds his own. Stopped up by the Dells defense, and they backhand it back into the Rapids defensive zone. Dells with a quick line change. Clausen out on the fly as Lourdes, giving a forecheck there. Schweitzer gets it up into the zone, flanked by Tudich. Shot just over the crossbar as Rapids tries to mount some offense as Clausen picks up the puck at neutral ice. A 2-1 opportunity shot, and they could not connect on that as Rapids trying to gather the puck up yet again. Tudich back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer bringing up the far boards. 15:47 left to go, first period. Rapids up 1-0. Schweitzer back behind the blue line to Whitehead. Whitehead up ahead to Bryceland. Bryceland can't quite get it into the zone as the Dells, they're trying to just kill off time. 38 seconds left to go in the skater advantage for Rapids. Rapids does hold the zone as Denty clears it back down to Cooper. Back Denty. That's picked off by Nealing as he sends it back the length of the ice. 26 seconds to go. Podgurney, he comes out of the goal, plays it, leaves it for Whitehead. Whitehead skates behind the goal, near boards. Bulldog, cross ice pass to Bryceland, who brings it into the zone, gets around the defense, comes in, tries to wrap around, he cannot do it, And it's cleared back into the Rapids zone with 7 seconds. So the Dells successfully kill that power play opportunity for Rapids, but they still trail 1-0 with 14:55 to go in the first period. Rapids lifts the puck into the corner in front of the beer garden, packed to the brim. Boy, oh boy, they're having fun down there. As Cooper has the puck, tries to send it around the boards. Kneeling picks it up, waiting for his teammates to get where he wants them. Puck held in the zone by Rapids. Skating through is Denty, getting the puck lost to his skates. The puck squirts back out, picked up by the Dells. As Gardner breaks it up into the zone. Backhand opportunity, turned away by Pirate Gurney. Puck, neutral ice. Kneeling gets to it first. Waiting for his teammates to get on sides. Shot, deflected. Wow. Way up into the rafters, over the netting, and on top of Coach's office. And we got to stop its play. 14 minutes, 11 seconds left to go, first period. Wisconsin Rapids leading 1-0 over the Dells Ducks, and they hold a 6-2 shot advantage over the Dells as well.
Yeah, good kill by the Dells, though. Really just Riverkings unable to generate anything, and here come the Dells again.
Face off. That was to the glove side of Gurney. Shot at the blue line, hit some bodies in front, and then eventually covered up by Gurney. Another stoppage. 14:03 left to go. First period. Rapids still leading 1-0. 6-3 shot advantage now as they've been able to draw that up just a hair closer. Another face off to the glove side of Gurney. Controlled by Rapids. They clear it out of the zone. A little bit of tit for tat there a little bit. But we play on as the puck comes up and almost takes out the PA announcer.
Pucks have been flying.
Yeah, they sure have been. Flying just like the players up and down the ice. As that was used mid-announcement, he says, heads up. Everyone kind of gives a laugh at that as they had face off back at center ice. Controlled by Rapids Illy, and he just sends it up where it's held up by Stefano. Gurney stops it behind the goal, plays it up ahead to Mikhail Ilian, who the puck just keeps tick-tacking around. Picked up again by Ilian, who everybody's having a hard time possessing the puck worth any while. It's Beauchamp, Ilian, and Diamond trails. It's a 3-on-1, but the defense does its job as they stop any opportunity of a clear pass. Ilian drop pass, backhand, Diamond, and a goal! Beautiful backhand pass to Diamond right at the doorstep, and Rapids goes up 2-0.
All stems from Beauchamp being able to carry that puck so well. I mean, he gets those feet activated really nicely there, and Diamond threads it through the 5-hole of Medeiros there. Not lovely on the backhand. I mean, I talk about Diamond quite a bit with his deft ability, with his nifty hands on the puck, and I mean, just glides it through the 5-hole of Medeiros there.
Yeah, Ilian to Diamond, and I think Beauchamp should get another assist on that. But either way, Rapids is up 2-0, and it's 6:44, I believe, on the time of the goal. As Diamond gets his 12th goal, as the puck comes behind the Rapids goal, as Ilian does get the assist, and Xavier Beauchamp, he gets the assist as well. So Diamond from Ilian and Beauchamp. Time of the goal, 6:43 actually time of the goal, and Rapids is still up 2-0. It's a big collision down right below me, as it was right in front of the Riverkings bench, where they really let loose with a pretty loud holler. They were pretty excited and worked up about that as the puck's behind the goal of Rapids. Whitehead, pass up ahead, center ice touch up by Denty, goes into the far corner. Giving chase is Denty. Puck comes back around, sent to center ice as Hunter Raffert sends it back to Shamil Luflin. Luflin chips it up ahead to Schweitzer as he sends it back down in back of the Dells goal. Schweitzer playing with it with his skate, just bounces around, picked up there by Norton for the Dells. He lifts it out center ice. Raffert, he gets it glove, drops it back down. Rapids clears the zone as they're all onside now. Either way, Norton, he picks up the puck, starts gathering some speed, comes up, center ice. He's got 3 Riverkings all around him, chips it into the corner so he can get a change up. Not the baseball variety, as some spring training games started today.
It's amazing how much of a season they play.
It is. I don't know. I've never said we needed to go March to November, but whatever. It's still sports to watch, I guess. It's better than watching the news or the View or something. But either way, we got a stoppage of play. 11:38 left to go. Actually, I don't know anyone that watches either one of those shows, but neither here nor there. 11:36 to go. 2-0. Rapids leads over the Dells. Opsfelder, Emil coming back after not playing yesterday. Corner, big collision right in front of the beer garden. They are pounding on the glass. They're already jacked up and into this game. Puck comes up, neutral ice. Allstrand, Buffalin, chipped in by Marcus Anderson. Part of the Euro line, the whole Euro line is back. As we got a couple of Swedes and Norwegians out there. Boy, it's just the United Nations as you think about it. 11:03 left to go. Puck's loose, high slot. Can't get there is Allstrand. McNeish gives a little bit of a screen to his own teammate, but we play on. 10:52 left to go. First period, 2-0. Rapids up over the Dells. Sent up into the Dells defensive zone. Puck gets caught up in a scrum. Drop pass to McNeish. He can't get it onto his stick, and that goes right into the corner where it gets picked up by the Dells. Rapids tries to hold his own. Raffert does just barely enough to do that. As the Dells, they have to regroup. 10:30 to go. First period. Puck comes up. Neutral ice. Dells do get into the zone. Gardner tries to leave pass. Can't do it. Held in at the blue line is Kneeling. Shot. That gets stopped up in front by the defense. Shot again. Turned away by the defense. I think it was one of the own Dells skaters that did it. Griceland breaks into the zone. Gets around the defense. He looks for a teammate. Can't quite get it there. The defense got there first. Miss McNeish stops. Gets it along the boards. Puck still loose. Dells do pick it up. Kneeling plays it up. Neutral ice. Norton trying to get around Beauchamp. He can't. And there is no penalty called. The Dells really wanted a tripping call, and they did not get it. That was close. We play on here. 9:42 to go. First period. Rapids up 2-0 as they get the puck up neutral ice. And Bryceland on the move again. He's behind the defense. Stops. Tries to center it. Dells were there. Couldn't quite find Ilian in the low slot. And we're back going the other way with the Dells. Trudeau brings it up. Around the boards. Rapids gets to it behind their own goal. They switch direction. Diamond chips it up ahead to Ilian. Ilian brings it up to Williams. Riley Williams, first action he's really seen tonight as the puck comes back near corner right in front of the beer garden yet again. Puck flies up, and they can't find it. Medeiros couldn't find it after it bounced off his glove, and then he finally covered it about a foot away from the goal line, so we got a stoppage. 9:03 left to go. 2-0 lead, Rapids. That was a weird angle shot, and not be able to cleanly glove it. That almost goes in the net.
Yeah, it caused him some problems, and I want to go back to Obstefeld. I mean, back in the lineup after suspension, and I mean, he brings such a physical presence to the team and the lineup, and it's just great to see him back.
Face off to the blocker side of Medeiros. Rapids controls it. Center attempt, Denty shot right into the glove of Medeiros, and we got a stoppage of play. 8:53 left to go. First period. Rapids leading 2-0.
Yeah, and I'm liking the play so far by the Riverkings. I mean, it's been effective for most part. The breakouts have been pretty clean, and it's just are you able to wear down these Ducks?
Face off, controlled by Rapids. 3 big saves by Medeiros, and boy, oh boy, he's getting his work in early as another center attempt. The puck's behind or between the legs of some of the defenders. Denty out front to Bolduc. Bolduc skates a little bit to his right, picks up the puck, centers down low. Denty can't quite get it as the puck goes into the corner. Picking it up is Tudic. Tried to center it off the skates of officials. Bolduc gathers it, sends it back down to Tudic. Tudic out front, Whitehead, Bolduc. He's getting pressured immediately. Puck bouncing around, picked up by Denty, held into the zone, and there's big contact. No penalties being called. They're letting him play. Something I personally like to watch as Bolduc getting harassed right about his own blue line. And the Dells, they clear it back into the Rapid zone on net. Pagurni had to play it. Otherwise, there's a goal as sound guys sounded the air horn for some reason. Schweitzer, lead pass, Denty, backhand pass back through the slot, looking for Tudich, and he couldn't get there. And there goes Tudich, just grabbing his hand. He's hurting. Looks like he got contacted on the wrist. A shot, and that's wide of the mark. Podgurney didn't have to play it, as hopefully Tudich will be all right for Rapids. Armstrong picks it up for the Dells in the zone, touched up by the Dells right about center ice. Bouncing puck, Lutfelin battling with it. Denty sends it around the boards. Raffert giving chase for it. Dells player lost a glove, as that was Clausen. Denty gets the puck, neutral ice. Schweitzer flanking it as he's walking in, backs out of it. Try to home run past to Lutfelin, and he can't do it. There will not be an icing. Last touch by Rapids, as Podgurney has to come up and play, as we have 7 minutes left, first period. 2-0, Wisconsin Rapids already is touched up at mid-ice. Both teams battling for it at mid-ice, as the Dells are not happy about something. A lot of yelling going on. Ilian picks it up, shot, big rebound. Diamond can't get there. Backhanded opportunity, covered up by Medeiros. There's some pushing and shoving right at the end of the crease. And that will be a stoppage of play. 6:40 to go, first period. That was a great opportunity for Rapids, but good save by Medeiros.
Yeah, I mean, a nice play by Ilian to really sort of go for that rebound off the shot there, and just Diamond unable to get a clean handle, and the cries from the bench come from too many men. I mean, Obstavella just sort of jumped a little too early, and luckily it wasn't called.
Yeah, that could have been a pretty bad situation there. Go on the power play for the Dells if you're a Rapids fan. As face off to the blocker side of Medeiros, and it's initially won by Rapids, but a turnover as Wilkie brings it up into the zone. Skip pass looking to hit Garcia, and they cannot quite connect on that. Dells player falls as he's holding on to the stick of Garcia. No penalties being called. This is the way it should be to this point. As battling down low is Williams and Diamond as the puck comes loose, picked up by Wilkie, sent neutral ice. Garcia has it. Ilian and Williams. Williams carries it into the zone. Shot. Big rebound left again by Medeiros. Collision by Diamond. Puck not held into the zone, as Rapids has to clear. Zaffarano picks it up for the Dells. 5:50 to go, first period. Rapids up 2-0. Skating up the far side. Cannot hold the zone as Rapids. Allstrand, he was there. Backhand attempt back into the zone is Anderson. He goes down to his knees. No penalty called. Dells near side, pass up to Ford. Ford clears to the other side. Puck bouncing around. Anderson had it. Now it's picked up by Allstrand around two Ducks. And Anderson has it. Skating around inside the blue line. Backhand pass. Down low Garcia. Shot. Puck's just sitting there in the snow. Comes back out. Picked up by the Ducks as they look to reload. Puck comes up. Ford knocks it into neutral ice. Beauchamp. Cross ice pass to Anderson. He sends it deep, and there's a down goes a Riverkings player. No call. As we play on here, big collision right below us. Pass comes out. Anderson skates it in. Shot right into the glove of Medeiros. Stoppage of play. 4:54, and there's some pushing and shoving behind the goal. Is Gardner involved in that? Anderson. Some face washing going on in there. 4:54, stop of the clock. 2-0 lead, Rapids. And the Dells, they're not taking this laying down. As the officiating crew getting involved in that, breaking it up. As we'll see if there's any penalties being called. Yeah, I think there's at least one coming against the Dells, as that is, I believe, number 38 going into the box, and it is Jack Gardner going in, as well as Marcus Anderson. So matching penalties, probably roughing, coming up here, and we'll see if we go 5-5 or 4-4.
The ref motion 4-on-4, and I mean, I'm loving this physical start from both teams. I mean, the change. I mean, the Riverkings sort of last night, they were sort of dominated a bit on the physical side of things, and now it's really evened up a lot of physical play here, and I'm loving it going into playoffs.
Yeah, Gardner goes in for sure. Both roughing. As we have the time of the penalty, 15:06. So we got some 4-on-4 hockey. That opens it up for the offense and the defense, obviously. We'll see which team can make most of that extra ice, as there's an offsides being called against the Dells. Denty picks up that loose puck back to Dolduk. Dolduk looking for somewhere to go with it is Engstrom. giving a little bit of a pressure, a little bit of forecheck. Tipped up ahead, Denty, he's chasing down low as Yakosh, he was there first. Sending up Lourdes crossing up into the zone. Being blocked up by Bulduk. Bulduk poke check away. Bulduk with the puck. Goes around the Rapids goal. 1:20 to go on the 4-on-4 action. Bulduk skating through the defense. Brings it up in the zone. Pass to Denty. Denty around the boards. Back to Bulduk. Bulduk battling. Denty getting tangled up down there. Single leg takedown by Desjardins. Bounce out. Bryceland back down trying to hit Bulduk as Rapids get back on defense. Kneeling, skated up into the zone, tried to get around himself, and he just falls down. He tripped himself up as the puck comes back out towards the circles. Kneeling, giving some chase. Backhand pass from Bulduk behind the goal, picked up by Whitehead. Cross-ice pass, knocked down by the Ducks. Fletcher, Denty has it, circle, he's trying to crash the net, stops, spins, centering pass, shot, and a goal! Under the leg pad of a sliding Medeiros. Rapids goes up 3-0.
A nice play by Denty. I mean, Denty's been all over this 4-on-4 and just sort of ending parts of the shift, just grinds it out. I mean, he's been so physical, he's been everywhere. Nice play to Bryceland. Bryceland gets his second on the weekend and his 12th on the year.
Yeah, Denty, he comes up that near side, stops at the goal line to Bryceland. He shot, and that he got the goalie to commit to the far post. He went back near post, right under the leg, and man, you could turn back, and it was like slow motion sliding through. Yeah,
Medeiros almost sort of smothered it with his pad, but I mean, just trickles in. I mean, a real nice heads-up play by Denty there.
That's just a tough break for Medeiros. He's playing well, but just didn't get that to work. As Rapids back on the attack. Luke Flynn, leaf pass to, I believe that was Tudich, as the puck comes out with assist going to Whitehead and Denty on that goal. Rapids up 3-0 as Lutfullen crashes into the zone, gets around the defense, shoot, just wide of the goal by about a foot. And now that 4-on-4 is over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as the puck comes up in the Rapids defensive zone, and we got a whistle. Offsides, I would believe.
Yep.
Stoppage of play, 2:46 to go, first period. Rapids up 3-0, and they're enjoying a 16-6 shot on goals.
Yeah, I mean, Denty must just love playing the Dells Ducks. I mean, he had a hat trick earlier in the year. I mean, last night he was spectacular, and again, he's got already 2 assists on the game, so maybe he'll grab in for a couple more points.
Well, Tudich is back out there, so he's all right after banging up his wrist just a little bit ago. As the puck comes back far side of the blue line, of the Dells, I should say, as the Dells trying to get something going. Wilkie backhand chips it into the zone, stopped by Podgurney. McNeish, he had to speed up a little bit, but the Dells, they successfully keep the puck in the Rapids defensive zone. Beauchamp sends it up to Tudich. Tudich off the boards. He's trying to get around the defender. He had struggles with that as Beauchamp, he's battling down low. Puck going to be held in by Garcia. Dells trying to get in there. Shot just over the crossbar by Garcia. Rapids trying to hold the zone as Beauchamp is successful in it. There's a battle along the boards on the near side. Under 2 minutes to go. First period, Rapids up 3-0. Garcia with the puck. Got a loose puck just inside his own blue line. Garcia brings it up, offensive zone. Skating in. Leave pass to Schweitzer. Schweitzer trying to get around the defense. He cannot. Puck comes out, neutral ice. Whitehead up ahead, Allstrand trying to get a centering pass. Wilcox is there for the Dells as he sends a puck down as there's contact right about the blue line, and there's a big contact right by the Rapids goal as both players pop back up. Puck up, out of play. Just a stoppage of play, 1:19 to go. Remaining in the first period as there's, boy, that physicality's really getting going, isn't it, Rory?
It's ramping it up, and I mean, there's so much there's just bad blood between these two teams. I mean, so much emotion and so much physicality in the games, and Welchie's back in the lineup tonight, and I wonder what's going to happen there.
We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Mr. will start calling him Aiden Boom Boom Welsh as we come around the boards. Shot by Cooper. He gets redirected way high up in the air. Still held in the zone by Anderson. Anderson, backhand, not able to hold the zone as Bulldog. So we have to reset for Rapids as we're under 1 minute to go. As puck gets sent in the far corner. Cooper trying to hold it. He does. Backhand pass back in. Anderson, he holds his own. He's got it. He's skating in. He's about the circle. Stops, spins, gets knocked down. Still has possession of the puck. Bulldog waiting. Possible conflict there as they are battling for it in the corner with about 33 seconds left to go. First period. Rapids up 3-0. 17-6 shot advantage as the Dells lift the puck up. Neutral ice. And there will be an icing call. Yes, there is. That was a little early of a call, but I guess we'll have to deal with it. I guess we'll have to take it. 23.6 seconds left to go, first period, as the puck comes all the way back into the Dells defensive zone.
Yeah, the neutral zone was such a key last night, and I mean, tonight the Riverkings have just been able to cut up the Dells really easily, and it's a key reason why they've got 17 shots, 3 goals to their name, and the Dells will look to shore up the neutral zone if they've got any chance of getting back in this one.
Face off, blocker side, Medeiros, puck pops high up into the air, neutral ice, 18 seconds to go. Rapids, maybe one more chance left in them. Whitehead, puck inside his blue line, pass back to Bulldog. They might just be playing this one out as Williams sends it up. Ilian giving chase, 6 seconds. Ilian behind the goal, center attempt. Ilian can't quite get through. Shot, and it's a stop right at the horn by Medeiros. No goal, as that's your first period. Wisconsin Rapids holding a 3-0 advantage over the Dells. Rapids got the scoring started early, scored a goal, 2:13 into the game. Schweitzer with assists to Tudic and Denti. Then 6:44, Noah Diamond, he got a goal with assists to Xavier Beauchamp and Mikhail Ilian. The final goal of the first period for the Riverkings. Jake Bryceland at 16:28 lights the lamp with assists to Denti, his second one of the game, and Whitehead, his first. First period, saves. Todd Gurney has gone 6 of 6, and then Lorenzo Medeiros, he has stopped 15 of 18. So with that, we're going to take a step out, get a new sheet of ice, see if they got any games they want to play, and we will be back here momentarily on 105.5 WIRI, Full Hockey, and Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. And we are back here at the Southwood County Recreation Center, where we are moments away from the start of the second period between the Wisconsin Dells Ducks and the Wisconsin Rapids Riverkings. And it's been all Riverkings so far as they hold a commanding 3-0 lead over the Ducks as they hold a 18-6 shot advantage as well, as those goals came in the first period early, middle, and late as Caden Schweitzer got the scoring started. 2:13 left into the game, I should say, as assist to Owen Tudic and Franco Denti. Then the second goal came at 6:44, Noah Diamond with assist to Xavier Beauchamp and Mikhail Ilian. And the third goal, 16:28, Jake Bryceland with assist to Denti and Lucas Whitehead. So Rapids really getting things covered up as Lorenzo Medeiros, he has so far 15 saves on 18 shots faced, whereas Kevin Podgurney, he's stopped all 6 pucks that have come his way. So, Ray, what's the key to period number 2?
Yeah, I mean, I've been liking the Riverkings game so far. I think the plays down low need cleaning up a little bit, just the link in the chain and the connection between the guys. But I think overall it's been an impressive period by the Riverkings, and keeping an eye on the Blue Ox Steel County score. It's tied 1-1.
Well, we're underway here as the Dells going from my left to the right, and the Rapids going again from my right to the left. Again, the Dells wearing their road dark jerseys, all blacks with some teal, white, and burgundy maroon in there, as well as Rapids wearing their home white sweaters, white socks, blue breezers with green numbers and blue trim with more green trim. So underway as the puck is in the Dells defensive zone. Trudeau brings it up neutral ice, sends it into the far corner of the Rapids zone. Dells playing up ahead and stop. Big home run pass from Bryceland near side. Cooper scoots into the circle. Shot right into the belly of Medeiros. Another stoppage of play. 19:13 left to go in the second period. Rapids still leading 3-0. And as that first period went on, physicality went on
Absolutely.
quite a bit, and I'm waiting to see when that starts happening in the second period.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have to wait too long to see some big physical play.
Puck held in the far corner as Lutflin holds it into the zone after the face-off to the blocker side of Medeiros. Tudic drop pass that intended for Denty, but still gets held in by Lutflin. Tudic center attempt, no one home except for Dell's Ducks. And this puck goes into the near side corner. This puck comes up neutral ice. Sent in on Podgurney, who just decides, I'll cover it as Engstrom comes storming on in. Now there's some pushing and shoving. Lutflin in the middle of it with Ford. A lot of pushing and shoving. Rapids not really retaliating in that. That was instigated by the Dells. Schweitzer comes in, trying to hold him off. Lutflin,
Yeah.
he kept his hands down. He's like, come on, man, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there was some talking going on that instigated a little bit.
Yeah, Austin, you shall receive, Mike. I mean, just as you called it, just a massive bit of physical play there. I mean, love it. Just shows the emotion in the game.
Hockey, every sport's emotional, but hockey even more so. As face-off went to the glove side of Podgurney. Neely breaks it into the zone. Far corner picked up by Shamil Lutflin. Raffert, back to Lutflin behind the goal. Backhand pass out front towards Denty. Denty back to Lutflin, back behind the goal, this time to Hunter Raffert. Raffert up off the glass, neutral ice, giving chase is Tudic. He can't get there as McGregor gets there first. For the Dells, he sends it back out, but Schweitzer's there. Center attempt trying to hit out midair was Denty. Bouncing puck. Oh, that just went wide of the goal. That would have been a tough one for anybody to stop if that would have been on point. Kneeling, dumps the puck into the zone, played by Podgurney. Left for Raffert. Raffert up front. Denty lifted up. Wilcox, he can't quite glove it. Zaffarano giving chase to it, gets there before Schweitzer, sends it around the boards. Puck sent up to Wilcox. He breaks it into the zone as there's a stoppage of play, and I believe there will be a penalty coming up, as there's actually no penalty, I guess, as they stopped it and said we're going to have a face-off right at center ice.
Yeah, just lost the helmet, I imagine, just player safety paramount. And
yeah, usually when they stop it in that position, there's a penalty coming, but no motion, no nothing. Just get your helmet back on and let's play hockey. As face-off coming up to center ice. Clausen against Opsfelder. Wilcox comes away with it, sends it around the boards. Be played by Podgurney as Clausen gets there first. Big collision. Clausen goes down, hit by Opsfelder. There's a penalty coming against Rapids. So we will see what the Dells can do.
Tough shit for Clausen.
Oh yeah, he got walloped on the boards. Wow.
That's the physical presence Opsterfelder brings. I mean, he's such a strong player, and he loves that physical side of the game. And just unfortunately there, I mean, I think it might. I'm not sure what it might be called, but probably a rough.
A rough or a board.
Yeah.
Either way, that comes up 2:28 into the second period.
Ducks were able to score 2 on that Lutflin major last night, and Norton and Kneeling were a big part of that. They'll see how they contribute to this power play.
Face off to the glove side of Podgurney, and that's controlled by Rapids. Diamond sends it the length of the ice. The Ducks, they're 0 for 1 on the power play. There was a matching penalty later in the period, but either way, Ducks power play having a little trouble getting it started. McNeish giving trouble. 20 seconds gone, excuse me, as the Ducks starting to mount an offense. Kneeling brings it up into the zone. Engstrom trailing. Comes in, tried backhand lift. Past Podgurney, he can't. Puck loose behind the goal. Big collision, and there was nearly a hold there around the ankle of Beauchamp. No penalty called. Puck goes through the slot, nobody home. Almost looked like an ankle pick on the wrestling mat as Trudeau comes around the boards. Sent puck up front. Beauchamp misses a big check opportunity there as puck goes through the slot, nobody home. Norton around the blue line, Kneeling, can't quite hold his own. Puck comes right back to him. Sent far corner, giving chases. Caden Garcia off the glass. The Ducks have to clear the zone. Under a minute left in this power play. Ducks haven't done much with it so far as Kneeling brings it up into the zone. Engstrom, far side shot, off the far post. There's your opportunity for the Ducks. Just went a couple inches wide as McNish is able to clear the zone. Ducks have to regroup. Kneeling sends the puck around the boards. as they're looking to get a line change. Rapids gets their first. Beauchamp just skating with it. 30 seconds left to go. Up ahead to Cooper. Cooper 1-on-2. Nick McNeish trailing. As Cooper, he's just looking to hold it up. He's getting around the defense. He's got Tudich crashing the crease. Puck's tied up in the far corner. 20 seconds to go. Skater advantage. Puck comes loose. Goes in front of the Rapids bench. Held in by Whitehead. Sent back around. Rapids just killing this off. 10 seconds to go as Cooper ties it up in the corner yet again. Kneeling, picks it away. Coming up, corner, 2 seconds left, and 1. And we're back to even strength hockey. Rapids kills off that power play with Fletcher getting almost a home run pass at the zone blue, at the Rapids blue line. Back to even hockey, 15-20 left to go, second period. Big scrum behind the goal, picked up by Rapids. Bolduc, he sends it the length of the ice. There will be an icing and stoppage play. 15-13 left to go in the second period.
I mean, really impressive kill there by the Riverkings. There was a couple of situations, especially in that Lutflin 5-minute major, where the killers just got too aggressive. That just allowed the Ducks to get a couple of goals and really change the momentum of the game. But I mean, revised play by that McNeish and Diamond unit went really well. I mean, really neutralizing everything that Dells had to offer.
Face off to the blocker side, Podgurney, controlled by the Devils, centering attempt. Big rebound, that went off the skates of Tudich, and there will be another icing called.
Beauchamp against Asante, yeah.
Yes, it was. That was almost an own goal. Ooh, baby.
Alert play by Podgurney. I mean, he's got cat-like reflexes in that cage, and I mean, great save.
Yeah, that was good on him. He didn't get screened out or anything, and he was able to he actually had the angle on any of that possible redirect. But face off again, blocker Podgurney, and that gets pushed out by Rapids all the way down to the Devils circles. Then it gets sent all the way back down to the Rapids end. No icing is the call. We play on. There's Whitehead pinned up against the boards. Wilcox trying to center it, chipped away by Schweitzer. Schweitzer with the puck, gets up neutral ice, coming to the near boards, tries to go around the body of this Zaffarano, cannot. Puck comes around the boards. Then that's no icing as well. Wilcox dove for it, made an effort, I guess you could say. There's Whitehead up to Bolduc. Bolduc gets the Clausen to commit to it as Rapids now goes offside. Stoppage of play. 14-20 left to go. 3-0 Rapids over the Ducks in beautiful Wisconsin Rapids, Southwood County Recreation Center. Regular season finale. Nice packed house on hand. So I can't really ask for too much more than the last night.
No, and last night it was a attendance of 674 people. I mean, great come out, and tonight another great night.
Now face off controlled by Rapids. Shot. And a goal! Rapids shot and a goal, point blank at the top of the crease, and it's a 4-0 hockey game for the guys in white, blue, and green. Yeah,
Williams getting his 7th on the year, a nice feed down low. I mean, the down low play was a talking point between the periods, and Williams in good position there to bury one.
Yeah, that puck came loose at the circle. Ilian, backhand attempt there right at the top of the crease for Williams, 5-holing in. So Ilian with his second assist of the game for sure. We'll wait for the full scoring as the Rapids got the goal. 7th of the year as there's a stoppage of play. Riley Williams again with the goal, stoppage of play. Puck went up into the netting with an assist to Mikhail Ilian. And number 17, Noah Diamond.
This line's having themselves a night so far.
Yes, he is. You don't see that too much out of him. He's more of a setup man, an enforcer out there. But boy, he's having some good stats tonight. As Rapids up 4-0, his face-off came to the glove side of Medeiros. Rapids pounding the puck down low. Puck squirts loose. Diamond still out there along with Williams. Ilian behind the goal. Tried centering it. Shot. Oh, Medeiros' toe was right there. That nearly went 5-0 Rapids. Shot for the point. Turned wide by the defense of Ilian's shot. Riley Williams tries center on the boards. Noah Diamond went to drop pass back to Ilian, who was following him a little closer than I think he anticipated. Puck does come out to neutral ice. Rapids has to reset. Diamond backhand up to Williams, and there is an offsides being whistled. Another stoppage. 13:22 left to go in the second period. Rapids up 4-0.
Yeah, the net was off there with Medeiros, and then ended up just pushing the pegs off just to make sure the refs knew that there was something off for the net.
Yeah,
the refs still haven't.
And they still don't have any. They're not paying attention to it. And the officials are like, well, I mean, you could do it.
Yeah.
But you know what you're doing. But I get the formality of it. I'm going to ask some questions just about why it's just so, they pop off at every last second, it seems.
I think a lot of it, I mean, I think the majority would be the amount of weight you put on the post.
I agree.
And then I think pegs, I think sharpening them, if you can do that, is a good idea. I mean, I'm not sure how old the pegs are, but...
Oh, they're pretty old, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's been a couple of issues with the ice, and the drilling's not a possibility right now, so...
Absolutely is.
To try and find a solution.
As I can attest that Rapids has had high school hockey since 1994, so those are probably some old pegs and goals. I'm sure they have updated over the years, but either way, we still got under 13 minutes to go in the second period here. As puck goes around the boards, neither team really have much possession out neutral ice. As Anderson, he tried to get a interception right low as the puck comes back out neutral ice. Puck comes back out to the Dells defensive end, sent up ahead. Anderson to Allstrand, he brings it in. Shot turned away by Medeiros. Not a lot on that shot, but you never know. Any opportunity at net is a good one. As Anderson sends across the ice, pops out of the zone as Beauchamp sends it back around. Rapids has to reset, and they'll get a little bit of a line change coming. Puck comes back around the far end. There's collision right in front of the Rapids bench. You hear them hollering for it. This puck's still bouncing around loose in the Dells defensive zone. Cooper goes around the cage. Puck picked up by McNeish. He's got it trapped in his skates. Big physical play down there. This backhand opportunity come right on line for me, but it didn't get high enough as Gardner picks it up. Sent back out neutral ice. Down goes one of the Ducks, but up. Interception, pick off by Cooper. 5-hole bouncing puck, and it gets stopped by Medeiros. Two good opportunities for the Riverkings. They just can't come up as the puck comes back down. Shot. Big glove save there by Pod Gurney. 11:31 left to go in the second period. That big happening right there, but big save down here.
Yeah, I mean, Pod Gurney, another good save, and I mean, his ability to play the puck has really prevented the Dells from really establishing anything. I mean, their chip game was quite effective last night. Really, that neutral zone battle was quite even until the end of the game. But Pod Gurney's ability to play that puck's really neutralized that chip.
Face off. That was to the blocker side of Pod Gurney. Big shot from Armstrong inside the blue line, and another big glove save by Pod Gurney. Another stoppage. 11:26 left to go in the second period. Rapids up 4-0, and they're getting right back to the action here. Face off glove side of Pod Gurney. Trudeau is in there with McNeish. Rapids controls it. Bulldog behind the goal. Up ahead to Cooper. Cooper can't quite hold on to it. Puck still out neutral ice. Wilkie picks it up from a good pass at the blue line. Intercepted by Bulldog. Bulldog, McNeish, Cooper all crash the zone at once. 3-2 Rapids lead on that line as the puck gets turned away by Medeiros. McNeish with the puck. At the moment, Rapids kind of playing like they're on a power play, but now they lose possession. Back up the ice, goes Norton with the puck, being pushed to the side as Rapids is there. Center attempt goes through, nobody home. Bryceland picks it up, going up the far side, gets around Trudeau on the defense, trying to backdoor it. The puck loose at the crease, squirts out. Nobody there for Rapids, trying to bat it back in as Medeiros was committed down low to the ice. Bolduc. Blue line, stops, pass up ahead, Tudich. They break up into the zone. Bryceland, he was trying to screen out Medeiros. He stops the puck inadvertently. Now he's got it. High slot. Stopping, goes back the other way, can't quite hold his own, and there's a turnover. It's 2-2 race here. Dells, Rapids, now other players come in. Tudich with a nice poke check away. Up ahead to Schweitzer, behind the defense, skating in. Shot, big save and a rebound and another save by Medeiros. Stoppage of play, 10:03 left to go, second period. Rapids up, 4-0.
Yeah, really good save there by Medeiros. I mean, a couple of really high danger chances here in the period. I mean, probably his second or third breakaway of the period, and forces a good save from a Schweitzer attempt there.
Face off, blocker side, Medeiros. 4-0 Rapids lead. Schweitzer, he gets in on that one. Rapids sends the puck around the boards as Kneeling gets there for the first for the Ducks. Puck held up against the boards. Denty, backhand, up to Tudich. Puck sliding in past the goal, behind the goal. This puck comes up, Fletcher, and Kneeling sends it back around the board, stopped by Podgurney, plays it up to Raffert. Raffert behind the goal, Lutfulin, pass up to Tudich, he's behind the defense again! Tudich coming in as he got hit on the stick, he couldn't get a shot on that. So no penalty, we play on. As Dells, they dodge another bullet there when Rapids gets behind the defense. And there's a hard hit by Tudich, no penalty. Kneeling is kneeling on the ice, trying to get through as Rapids stops the puck at the blue line, and they get a stoppage as Kneeling slow to get up as he's coming slowly to his bench, grabbing, just doubling over. He's hurting a little bit as he actually got hurt a little bit last night too. So hopefully the young man's gonna be okay, but he's having a hard time getting to the bench. Yeah,
Kneeling's a really key player for the Dells. I mean, as a defenseman with 48 points in the season, I mean, he's been great so far, but I mean, he's been all up in this game. I mean, I think he's had it coming, to be honest. I mean, he's been all over this game.
Yeah, it looks like according to our trusty cameraman Art, he's out. He's out of the bench. He's getting worked on a little bit. Face off, neutral ice, controlled by the Dells. Devlin sends it up. Raffert off the boards, still picked up by the Dells. Offsides is the call, I believe, as we get another stoppage. 9 minutes exactly to go, second period. Rapids up 4-0 over the Dells Ducks.
Yeah, just sort of a lull moment. Just both teams unable to really sort of gain a clean entry and make some plays, but here come the Dells.
Face-off control by the Dells, but now Raffert, he's got it. No penalty called on a shove from behind that just sent, I believe that was Williams down on his face behind the goal, but we play on. They're letting him play, and I respect that both ways. Puck behind the Dells goal. Williams chasing Diamond, trying to force it to the perimeter. Nicing is going to be called against the Dells, as that was sent more than half the length of the ice by Doptin. He doesn't like it. Dells don't like it, but that's what the call is. 8:31 left to go, second period. Face-off coming into the Dells zone, blocker side of Medeiros.
Yeah, and here come this Euro line. I mean, they've been kept quiet. Well played to the Dells defense. I mean, Felix Olstrand's had a couple of decent chances, just sticks in the lanes to block some shots.
Face-off won by the Dells, I would estimate that. As puck comes back in, Rapids just hold the zone. Comes out, high slot, Allstrand shot, big leg save there by Medeiros. Puck loose, picked up by Allstrand, skating behind the goal. Tried to slam a home shot, big rebound on that point-blank shot by Allstrand. Allstrand still battling in there. Love the tenacity there. As Allstrand gives up chase. Anderson has it, comes around the goal. Puck squirts loose. Going for it is Rapids, but they can't hold the zone. Comes up neutral ice. Dells looking to get a line change. Rapids rushing to get there. Puck comes up. Going to be held right at the blue line. Obsfelder, and spacing wasn't great. Allstrand high slot. Shot goes right over the top of the crossbar. Down low goes Medeiros as puck comes loose. It's going to slide into neutral ice as Beauchamp gets there first. 7:36 left to go. Second period, 4-0 Rapids lead over the Ducks. Puck sent up, Beauchamp, backhand pass, neutral ice. Coming up, going to be stopped by McGregor. McGregor skates behind his own goal. And Rapids can't hold the zone as Beauchamp comes back with Garcia flanking him. Beauchamp, Garcia near side, both circles, pass up ahead, neutral ice. Cooper brings it into the zone, trailed by McNeish. And Bryceland's shot, that's turned away by Bryceland. Puck, or by Medeiros, excuse me. Bryceland sends it around the boards, pinned up in the corner by McNeish. Cooper digging down in there. Both teams trying to get possession of this puck with under 7 minutes to go. Puck comes up, neutral ice. Bryceland picks it up the blue line. Pass up ahead to Cooper. He's getting behind the defense. Shot near side. That's just pushed wide by about a foot. As the puck gets held in by Rapids. Beauchamp sends it back around the boards. 6.5 approximately left to go. Second period. Rapids up 4-0. Dells with the puck. About their goal line or so. Engstrom tries to send it across. Gardner cannot get to it. Beauchamp, he gets knocked down trying to push it forward. Puck chipped back into the Dells zone, slowed down there by Medeiros. As Olga McNee, she tries to get in there, a slight little hold there, no call, let him play on. Bryceland with the puck, he gets pushed off there. As they're battling for it now, 3 River Kings, 1 Duck. That never bodes well for the 1. Carried into the zone is Desjardins. He can't quite hold on to it as Beauchamp playing the body. Bryceland gets the puck behind the goal. 5:45 left to go. Puck comes up neutral ice. Cooper can't hold on to it. There's a rush for it. Cooper could have had it. He'd have a 1-0 look, but he cannot as he's pinned up against the boards. As McNeish battles in there. Puck still held tight. McNeish gets it loose, going behind the goal. 5.5 left to go. Second period. Rapids up 4-0. 29-10. Shot advantage as Trudeau brings it up into the zone. Lead pass for Norton. Norton couldn't get a hold of it. As Rapids battling for it down low. Picking it up, trying to at least, is Bulldog. As there's a punch delivered right in the face of Beauchamp, and there's a delayed penalty coming up. Beauchamp up, and you know he wants to make him pay for it as Beauchamp skates up the far side, brings it into the zone. And they can't hold it, but now it's touched up by the Dells, and we've got a penalty coming against Wisconsin Dells.
I'm all for a physical game and everything, but I mean the Dells, not sure what's going on there. Likely. I mean, one thing I'd like to touch on is the Dells defense. They just seem to be jumping up on plays way too quickly, and that's allowing the River Kings to get behind and get that odd man rush. And there's been a couple of breakaways really stemming from the Dells defense being too offensively minded and just creating that gap for the River Kings to get through.
That penalty for elbowing to Wilkie. And there's a Rapids power play, their first official one, or the second one, I should say, of the game. Power play for Rapids, shot, and a goal! That was a big rebound left there, backhanded in by, I believe, Obstfelder, and Rapids goes up 5-0.
Yeah, welcome back to the lineup, Obstfelder. I mean, he's had a tough game. I'll be honest, he's had a tough game so far. I mean, a skate issue at the start of the game kept him out for the last sort of 5-ish minutes, but Obstfelder's such a tenacious player, as you said, with Olstrand. That tenacity is such a great way to describe all these River Kings, and Obstfelder's never going to let one go around the net.
15-14 time of the goal, so that took a whole 12 seconds for Rapids to make them pay on the penalty, and for my math skills, that's a win for the night.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, effective power play, and Tudich again, I mean, having a great night for himself, and this power play, you know, I mean, they're special. I imagine they'll really heat up toward the playoffs.
Wisconsin Rapids goal is again scored by Emil Obstfelder. Power play, 22nd goal of the year, that is. So 22 is Wild as Rapids holds his own. Ilian up ahead, Diamond, Williams shot, turned away as Tudich with the assist. And Marcus Anderson with the assist. The shot goes wide. Yeah, 15-14, 12 seconds to go. Just 12 seconds into that power play, Rapids makes them pay dearly. 5-0 Rapids. As for skating in was Ilian. He gets into the blue line. Whitehead sends it back down. Diamond. And there's a whistle. Net comes off. Another stoppage. 4 minutes left to go in the second period. 5-0 Rapids.
Yep, I mean, the River Kings really just able to put one away and put some more distance between these two teams. I mean, it's like a night and day difference tonight and yesterday. I think Pierce's goaltending really just shows how important Pierce is to this Ducks team. I mean, his brilliance really kept it quiet for a lot of the game and really boosted the Ducks and really gave them some momentum. But now it's just the River Kings' offensive firepower is just too much to handle.
Face-off going to be to the blocker side of Medeiros. And that is controlled by the Dells. Rapids playing tight right now, really close defense. Puck held up by Bulldog. Sent up past half ice, back into the Dells zone. 3:45 left to go in the period. Rapids up 5-0, 31-10 shot advantage. Diamond comes loose with it. He carries it into the zone. Shot off the pads of Medeiros, sent just wide into the near boards by the Dells. Centering attempt picked up out of midair by Bulldog, and he cannot get a shot off on it. That's all right. We play on. Puck loose in the zone by Clausen. He backhands it out. Kneeling back on the ice. Good to see Kneeling back out there. As Bolduc skates to it. Big collision with Wilcox. Kneeling trying to center it. Shot by Ludus. Still held up, and now it's a 2-on-1. Ilian, 3-on-1 make that. Obsfelder, Williams, Obsfelder shot, and Ilian can't bury it wide open net. He wants that one back. Under 3 minutes to go. I'm sure he's going to be kicking himself for that, but we play on as everything went right except for that final little bit. But good passing for Rapids nonetheless, as we still have Rapids holding the zone, sending a puck in, trying to get there. Engstrom, Obsfelder back across to Ilian, Whitehead out front. Bolduc, far side, slap shot, big redirect, stopped by the defense and Ilian. Ilian sends it back around the boards, back to Bolduc. Bolduc, back to the goal line, Ilian, wanting to center it, nobody home, Ilian sends it, tried a weird angle shot, a Gretzky goal, as there's a stoppage, and the net pops off again.
Yeah, that's why Madero stayed down there. I mean, leading to that shot by Ilian, just so you could see the net sort of pop off slightly, and he just stayed down.
2:17 to go. Second period, Rapids up 5-0, 32-10 shot advantage. Do you believe they've only had 4 shots on goal, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Podgurney's been able to really shut down any sort of chips sent in, and I mean, his glove's been working well. And timeout called here by the Dells. I mean, maybe to sort of give them a breather, sort of stem the bleeding a little bit. I mean, one thing I'd like to touch on is the River King defensive end. I mean, I think the puck movement's been good tonight. I think they've limited the turnovers, limited sort of any sort of mistakes they might have had, and I think they've played well so far. So kudos to them.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think the defense has played great for Rapids.
Yeah.
The defense has played strong for the Devils too.
Yeah.
Both games, goaltending's been pretty strong in my estimation. I think maybe Pierce, maybe a little more flashy goals, if you want to call, or saves, I should say. But I've been impressed with how the Devils have held up. They've slowed down Rapids' offense, and boy, I mean, when you're watching them score 10 and 14 goals last week, and granted, the Devils are a different quality team than Isanti. No disrespect to Isanti, but they're just different.
Yeah.
And I think they're better suited to keep up with Rapids, but I don't know if they have enough to keep with Rapids.
No, I don't think tonight. I think we mentioned it last night, the four games in 5 days might really start to catch up on these Ducks, and especially with their 5 guys missing, can really take a toll on a team.
Face-off was to the blocker side of Medeiros, and shot slapper from the circle by Lipflin goes up into the netting. Stoppage play to 11.
Yeah, especially when you're missing so many key guys. I mean, Massaro, their top goal getter, 93. He's got 21 goals on the season, and Wesley, I believe, as well, not dressing today. Just it's tough when your sort of top end guys aren't driving the front.
Same with Karowski, excuse me. Shot turned wide by Medeiros. Karowski was another one that did not suit today. A lot of injuries last night, some key players, as you alluded to, Rory, and that's tough, especially this time of year. I mean, this game maybe doesn't matter. I mean, to me, I think it does a little bit for the Devils, of course, because you can never know what's going to happen when you play, but you know that this is one they got to hope to win if they want to get that 4th seed, even though us as Rapids people, we don't think it's going to happen. So we got a delayed penalty, and that's going to be a tripping call against Wisconsin Rapids.
That's poor from Obstfelder. I mean, the swing of the stick, maybe a bit easy going down for the Devils player. I mean, just keep your head. I mean, you're up 5 and just stay disciplined.
18-20, time of goal. And it's a power play coming up for the Ducks.
I'm excited to see this unit. I mean, they played well and really improved on last night. Really controlled penalty kill, really levering really well and hinging well, and hopefully they can continue this form.
Face off to the glove side of Podgurney, and that is held in the corner by Garcia. Dells trying to set up their offense, and they've struggled with that all night, whether it's even hockey or power play. Rapids defense causing trouble as Rapids, they're able to clear it. A minute 38 left to go in the skater advantage for the Ducks. Again, Rapids giving a little bit of pressure. Aggressive by Diamond as he ties up the puck. High slot, they couldn't get home. couldn't get home. Beauchamp slides back, going to Garcia, and then they try to slap it all the way down. McNeish is there as he's holding it up against the boards. 1 minute left to go in the second period. Minute 15 to go in the skater advantage for the Dells as Trudeau brings it across the blue line, skates back, puck coming in close, shot, goes right through the crease. Gurney never had to touch it. 42 seconds left to go in the period. Armstrong, blue line, pass down low to Norton. Norton wrister right into the glove and pads of Gurney as Wilkie and Beauchamp
Yeah, it's getting chippy.
Yeah, getting a little chippy, slapping on the shin pads and sticks as we get a stoppage though. 35.1 seconds left to go in the period. 54 seconds to go on the skater advantage for the Dells.
Yeah, and a great job by Gurney. I mean, he's not seen much rubber this period, but he's staying alert and staying active in plays and does well to gobble that one up.
5 shots on goal in the period for the Dells. Face off again, glove side, Gurney as puck comes around, comes loose, goes around the boards, and that's picked up by the Dells. Cross ice pass to Norton, skates along the blue line, leave pass to McGregor. McGregor skating in, circle, shot, right again into the pads of Gurney. 13.9 left to go in the period. 33 seconds to go on the power play. 5-0 lead. Rapids over the Dells.
Yeah, I mean, a good screen there by Trudeau. I mean, he's been right in front of Gurney, but Gurney's able to find that one.
Face off again, glove side, Gurney. Puck comes loose, 8 seconds to go. Rapids just going to try to clear it, and they do. Bulldog sends it into the corner with 3 seconds, 2 and 1. And there is your second period where Rapids holds a 5-0 lead over the Dells Ducks. And the Ducks, they will start that third period with 19 seconds on the power play. Scoring in the period, Riley Williams at 5:49 with assists to Ilian and Diamond. And then the second goal by Emil Obstefelder in his first game back from suspension. 15-14 time of the goal. Power play just 12 seconds in with Tudich and Anderson on the assists. 12 shots on goal so far for the Dells. That's a 12 for 12 save percentage there for Kevin Gurney. He's having an outstanding night. Rapids, they put up 32 shots on goal, and there are 27 saves made so far for Lorenzo Medeiros. So, with that, we're going to play a game here, get a new sheet of ice, listen to the Riverkings pep band, and then we'll be back here in just a little bit where the Riverkings, they've got 19 seconds to kill on a power play. So we'll see how they start out that third period. But either way, we'll be back here momentarily on 105.5 WIRI, Wisconsin Rapids Community Media, and Flow Hockey. And we're back here, third period coming up momentarily here at the Southwood County Recreation Center, where the final 20 minutes of the regular season of the USPHL Premier North Division are going to be played for the Wisconsin Rapids Riverkings and the Dells Ducks. And, well, for the Riverkings, might be a pretty enjoyable 20 minutes as they have a 5-0 lead over the Ducks. Scored 3 goals in the first period and added 2 more in the second, and that's how we stand at 5-0. As Rapids, they're doing the job as they have outshot the Ducks 32-12 on the night. So, Mr. Rory, what do you have coming for us in this third period?
Yeah, I think it's the Riverkings just need to keep on playing how they're playing. I mean, you got to close this one out. You got to have some pride for your leaders, for your 04s, and really just close this one out for them and play strong for them. And I think, I mean, the energy from the Riverkings has just been completely different tonight. It's been more physical, more assertive. Like, they've shown that they're dominant, and they've shown that they're a better team, and they just gotta close this one out. Absolutely. First, I want to give a big shout out to everybody who's been up here all season long, from our statistician to our wonderful camera operators, Carl, who isn't here tonight, obviously, but Zach and Art, and Matt, of course, awesome as always, and Rory, hey man, thanks for all the insight during the regular season. Really made the job up here fun and easy as we hopefully get a few more games here. Yeah, hopefully. At a minimum 4. Hopefully we don't need 6, but then that championship series, we'll see if that's here, there, anywhere, who knows. But there's a lot of hockey to be played before then as we move along towards that playoff
playoffs, which will begin next week, where Rapids are either going to be hosting, which we know they're hosting.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of whether it's the Steele County Blades or the Minnesota Blue Ox. I know before the game, Coach Paul was talking, and wouldn't mind seeing the Blades a little more than the Ox, but
definitely.
You're gonna, no matter who you play, you're gonna get their best shot.
Absolutely, and I think it's still 1-1 between them. And one thing I really wanted to touch on before the third period started was Pod Gurney again. I mean, he hasn't faced a lot of rubber, but I mean, his play's been exceptional. His ability to stop that offense with the chips and his ability to play that puck calmly and smoothly every time has been really good for the Riverkings. It just any sort of chips in, Pod Gurney's there and he's stopping it, and he's really cutting the Ducks offense off at its head, and I think that's been great for the Riverkings today. I think also the Dells defense, they just jump too quickly. They're just too offensively minded at times, and I think that's what sort of opens up the gaps that the Riverkings defense can then thread the needle up to the forwards to make some offense. And as I said earlier, the Riverking energy has just been completely different, and I think it's going to take a mammoth effort from the Ducks to really come back in this one.
Well, the officiating crew saw something they didn't like with the Zamboni doors, and they're saying, hey, you got to get that fixed before we can play, as the Dells and the Riverkings are back on the ice. They're just waiting everything to be approved by the officiating crew. Not really sure what the complaint was, if it was just one of the stanchions on the glass was just not tight, or what the issue, if there's too much of a gap. I'm speculating at that point. I've been to hockey games over my years where the glass broke and they had to stop the game and get new glass, but if we're looking there, they're just trying to get that aluminum stanchion onto there to help keep that glass in place. So not exactly sure what they got to do. I'm no rink technician.
No, neither am I.
I remember when I was a senior in high school, it was a sectional final game. It was like the second round of the playoffs, if you want to go back from the championship round, and it was over in the Omni Center in La Crosse. And if I remember correctly, there's a hard check. My old high school, Lincoln here, against Onalaska, smoked a big check up against the boards. Glass right in half, and it was right in front of me, and all the fans in our section are yelling, hey, stop the game. Onalaska fans are seeing that, and they're yelling to stop the game. Referees aren't paying attention. They're watching the kids play, as they should. And people started throwing hats and stuff and gloves on the ice to get the game stopped, and the officials were about ready to throw people out left and right. And long story short, they came over to the bench, and Coach Pat McDonald, the longtime coach at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, was like, you might want to go over there and take a look at things, because people are pointing towards the glass. You might want to check that out first.
Wow.
And they went over there, and there was about a half an hour, 45-minute delay in the game. As everyone got their hats back, they're saying, hey, don't do it again, but thanks for letting us know about it, because that could have been very dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, if it's in mid-game as well, it just kills the game, really. Just any momentum, any energy you've got, it just dies. I mean, as I said, I'm no rink technician, but at least it's between the periods, it's sort of not really harming the flow of the game. I think maybe it just gives everyone a time to really collect their thoughts, and if you're a Duck, maybe sort of cook up something on your 19 seconds left of power play, and somehow try and make this game more at reach.
Right, and going back to the high school, I mean, Rapids ended up winning that game. I believe it was like 4-3 or something like that. And then the fun began, because in that state quarterfinal round, the longest game in state history was played, Wisconsin Rapids and Middleton, 6 overtimes.
Oh, wow.
So 6 overtimes, and Rapids won that 2-1, but then their legs were shot in the semifinals, and they lost 3-2 to Fond du Lac. So that one still sticks in my craw a little bit, because I had a lot of friends on that team, and you know you're supposed to be bringing home a trophy, and you don't. But whatever. I mean, that's all fun. That's what the high school experience is all about. Just like you guys are a step above the high school experience. It's all about fun too. You want to win, you want to get better, but you still want to have fun playing the game you love.
Yeah, absolutely. And what you said about the 6 overtimes, I remember, I think it was 2 seasons now in the NHL. It was Florida Panthers versus Carolina Hurricanes.
Yes.
I think the first 2 games went to multiple overtimes, and I remember like Matthew Tkachuk scored a winner and just went straight off the ice. Like, let's get the ice on. Let's go back to the hotels, and let's I think it was pizza he was after.
Yeah, now they are measuring. They're actually trying to strap it together. This place is falling apart.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I think it's just to hold that stanchion there so the glass doesn't pop out on a hit. That's something that they'll obviously be looking at here during the week before the first round of playoffs start. Speaking of playoffs, local high school, the wrestling sectionals, individual state comes up next Thursday, Friday, Saturday on at the Cole Center in Madison. And Nakusa, Port Edwards Assumption Co-op, they are sending one girl and one boy down to state. Girl, Amaya Leverance, 114 pounds, excuse me. And then Sawyer Ostrom, he's going for his third time, looking to make the podium for the first time at 132 pounds. And the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, they sent 11 of 14 weight classes to the sectional. They are sending 6 to individual state as they had 4 sectional champions. So huge congratulations to our local athletes on that. Gymnastics had conference meet today. Basketball left and right as March Madness starts on Tuesday for girls. The brackets are being announced for the boys tomorrow in Wisconsin. So we've got a lot of exciting sports coming up as March Madness with NCAAs coming up too.
A lot of sport to look forward to, and obviously with the NHL season come to an end. And I want to go back to the Four Nations. I know we didn't really touch on it much. And
I don't know what Four Nations you were talking about, but go ahead, you can talk about it.
I would have compared Podgurney's play to that of Jordan Binnington in that final between the U.S. and U.S. and Canada. Sorry, just his ability to play the puck, just so key in the modern game where that chip is so favored, and it's just. I mean, what a final that was. I mean, it was really exciting. We have one American in our house, and we charged the room with the Canadian national anthem playing after that, and he liked that. He wasn't too happy with America losing, but that was good fun and exciting game to watch.
I don't really have a full favorite team in the NHL, I guess you'd say. Maybe the St. Louis Blues. My dad was from St. Louis, and so big Cardinals fan, big Blues fan, still a Packer fan. But I'll tell you what, the cool part though was I should have known Canada was going to win that game because Binnington was starting, and Binnington owned the Bruins in that building to win the Stanley Cup for the Blues.
His Game 7 performance was a thing of beauty, and I think he's such a big game player, Binnington. I think that's what you want in any sort of goalie, that ability to handle the pressure and thrive under the pressure. And here we go for the start of the third.
Yeah, here underway. Quick touch on that though, Rory. I remember that night when the Blues won it. I bellied up to a local establishment and played Gloria tune after tune after tune on the jukebox, as that was a Blues song that year, as we were underway with the last period of the regular season for both the Ducks and the Riverkings, and the Riverkings up 5-0 over the Dells. 19:30 left to go in the contest. Bryceland pushing the puck up the far side. Cooper sends it around the boards. Center attempt by Bryceland. Whitehead shot from the point. Big glove save by... and a big shove by Medeiros. And now we're having some pushing and shoving. Headlock attempt there on Cooper from one of the Dells players. Can't see the number. As Cooper's getting separated from, I believe that was Norton, as he tried to get the old 7-point move, 3 takedown, 4 near fall on that head throw attempt, but he got held up, and now I believe they're both going to the box.
Yeah, I mean, as a resident wrestling expert, what's your sort of analysis of that?
He just didn't get the leverage. When he threw it, he got the motion, but he didn't drop the hips and complete the leverage. Because when you drop the hips like that, you get his gravity going down, knocking it off balance, and he's going to go flying.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that did not work out well for Norton, but fortunately for the Ducks, that put Cooper in the box, but Norton's there too.
Yeah, I mean, it's an even situation. I mean, the start. I mean, Madeira just gives McNeish a shove, and then Trudeau's in on McNeish. I mean, that's that fire that's been burning all game. And I mean, in this sort of game, if you're a Dell Duck and you just can't really get much going, it's sort of expected. I mean, just that frustration. I mean, you want to just punch the first person you see that's in a white jersey.
Well, we got 4-on-4 hockey yet again. Didn't really have much happen the last time, if I remember correctly. Face off, glove side of Medeiros. Shot from the blue line by Bolduc, and that's deflected by the blocker of Medeiros. Wilcox tries to bring it up the zone. He does, in fact, do so, but no opportunity as getting it out of the zone is McNeish. Quick move there by Liam McGregor to try to get to the puck first. McNeish really harassing him as puck comes up to Wilcox, carries it into the zone. Center attempt by Armstrong, turned away by Podgurney. 18:47 left to go in the contest as Bryceland, flanked by McNeish, trailed by Whitehead. Puck comes loose in the slot, picked up yet again by Clausen as the Devils trying to get something going. Bryceland picks up the puck, dangles between the legs, center attempt, opportunity there, can't quite get the puck there as it was trapped between the skates of McNeish. We still battle on. This puck comes down into the Rapids defensive zone, 18:20 left to go. Collision against the boards, no call, no nothing. Boldick brings it up the boards, bumps it into the zone. He gives chase to it, drop pass to Lourdes. Lourdes brings it up, far side. Schweitzer bodies him up the boards. Lutfulin pass up ahead to Tudich. Tudich skates out of it, trying to get a little bit better of a setup. Lutfulin carries it in, brings it up, drop pass out of the zone to Schweitzer. 30 seconds left to go on the matching penalties. 17:48 left to go in the game. 5-0 lead, Wisconsin Rapids over the Ducks. Behind the goal, Lutfulin. Pass up ahead. Raffert couldn't hold on to it. Tudich can't get there. Raffert again with it. Lutfulin. Far boards up ahead to Schweitzer. Schweitzer brings it in the zone. Gets a poke checked away. And the Ducks move back down the ice. Gets behind the defense. Raffert can't get there. Opportunity for there. And left it shy was the Ducks. That was a heck of an opportunity there for Yakoj. They couldn't get it. But now we're at even hockey. Schweitzer brings it up into the zone. And there's offside.
They didn't call it too many.
I thought Obsfelder got in there a little quick. Yeah. But what can you do is Obsfelder's like, man, did you have to call that?
Yeah, that was close. I was sure I saw 6 guys on the ice there.
Well, you got a whistle, just whether it was for what we thought it was going to be or not.
Offside. Riverkings got away with one there.
Yep, they sure did as they're face off neutral ice. Obsfelder coming up, battling against Engstrom. Rapids controls it. Garcia getting it into the zone. Can't hold the zone, however, as the Ducks kick it back out neutral ice. Obsfelder getting there first as battling down low is Gardner. Puck comes out to about the blue line. Rapids clears it. Going for it, Anderson. Drop pass back down. 23, Chevy Alexander. First action we're seeing of him tonight. Pump up mid-ice. Anderson chips it in behind the Devils' goal. Allstrand gets there first, getting his stick lifted up just a little bit. Playing on. Puck comes down. Anderson at the circle. Whiffs on a shot. Tries to center it through. Cannot. Ducks are there. Anderson. Big collision on the far boards is Devton. He tries to bring it in. He gets poke checked away. Allstrand gets there first. Allstrand behind the boards. Battling down low. Chevy Alexander gets there first. Lift up to neutral ice. Gets behind everybody. It's McGregor going. Anderson giving chase. And a poke right in the chest by Medeiros on Anderson. Medeiros is really fired up, as you said. That's a little more aggression we've seen out of any goalie this year that I've watched a Riverkings game, and I've seen them all at home. As puck getting chased up into center ice. Collision along the boards. Allstrand, he's getting a little testy out there as Chevy Alexander brings it up into the zone. Picked up Norton in the slot. Devlin can't quite hold on to it. Williams tries to get it to center to Diamond. He can't do that as puck goes into the corner. Couple Ducks, couple Riverkings. Puck pops up, out of play. Then we get a stoppage. 15:29 left to go in regulation. Rapids up 5-0 over the Ducks with a 34-13 shot advantage.
Well, the physicality definitely hasn't died down, but I think the energy of the Ducks has sort of dipped a bit. I'll keep on mentioning the 4 games in 5 days is so tough for any sort of athlete, and under this immense pressure from the Riverkings and with the physical weekend, it's just you're bound to break at one point.
Yeah, absolutely, and I totally agree with you. Being around sports most of my adult life, and most of my life in general, that's a lot of competition in a short period of time, especially a game as physically demanding and mentally as hockey. I'm impressed by how the Devils have played when you know that those tanks are not full.
Absolutely.
Puck center on the boards as we approach 15 minutes left in the regular season. Southwood County Recreation Center. Ilian holds the zone. Whitehead down low around the boards. They're all chasing after it. Williams gets there first. Big collision down. Williams goes behind the goal. Puck slides out. And holding the zone while trying to was Ilian as he drops it back to Diamond. Diamond trying to bring it up, and he does. Sent back out, held up at his own blue line. Bolduc. Pass up to Ilian. Oh, he wanted Diamond, and the defense got there first. Boy, that was
been a nice play.
Outstanding. You are absolutely right. He would have been behind the defense, and who knows what happens then, but we play on. 14 and a half to go. Devils holding the puck in their own zone, and I know they're trying to get it up forward, but they're having a hard time doing that with the Rapids defense.
Yeah, the defense has been really good. I mean, it's just smothering any attempt from the Devils so far.
Denty, puck mid-ice, sends it up. Tudic, cross pass into the slot, picked up by the Devils, holding the zone as Bolduc. Tried to get a drop pass there for Denty as he was trying to crash the goal. Did not happen. Clausen brings the puck up, flanked. Not able to get that pass there. Defense holding strong for Rapids. Tudic battling behind the goal, picking it up there is Whitehead. Whitehead lifts it up, trying to get a home run pass as there will be an icing called against Rapids. As that was close, but right call. Stoppage play, 13:42 left to go in the regular season. 5-0 lead, Wisconsin Rapids over the Ducks.
Yeah, just sort of cat and mouse between the teams now, just sort of who can get in the zone, who can sort of establish something. I think the Riverkings have been winning that battle so far the period. It's just the Ducks have been struggling to really establish some zone time.
Face off to the blocker side at Pat Gurney. And that's controlled by the Dells. Clausen, high slot, sent in. Rebound turned away by the defense and Pat Gurney. Puck comes up neutral ice. Tudic passing to himself, bump up ahead. Denty. And now it's back out neutral ice. Rapids has it. Xavier Beauchamp tried to pass it out. He whiffed on that pass, and now he's being battled with I believe that was Wilcox, and it was. Puck center out. Zaffarano chasing after it. No icing is the call. 13 minutes approximately to go in the game. Wilcox can't hold on to that. There's Denty back to Beauchamp, up to Garcia. And there we go. Ducks just dumping it back in. No line change. Pat Gurney plays it up. Garcia. He is pocket picked. He's trying to get that puck out of there. Centering attempt. Nobody home for the Ducks. Tudic. Centering attempt up to Denty. Denty's got to go between two Ducks. And he does as he splits the flock. And all there's pushing and shoving. Gardner against Denty. And the Ducks, they are very protective of Medeiros. And I'll tell you what, they're not letting anybody get near them without feeling it physically.
No, you gotta pay your price if you wanna drive the net against these guys, and that's perfect playoff hockey.
Yeah, and I mean that's something that I could see Rapids picking up a little bit next week. I mean, I know it's not necessarily their MO, but that's something you got to think about in these really highly contested games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Rapids, when the Riverkings are, when they need to, they'll bare their fangs.
Loose puck covered up by Medeiros, and there's more pushing and shoving at the top of the crease. And the officials are getting in there, and they're talking to them like, hey, when we blow it dead, stop pushing someone.
I think that's sort of how you lose control of a game, if there's so much sort of jibing at each other after the whistle, and I think it's spot on by the refs to sort of calm that down.
I totally agree. I mean, I'm like anybody else. I'm good fighting hockey, okay, but there's a time and a place, and that's not the time or place for something innocent like that. Face off to the blocker side. Medeiros, now there's some pushing and shoving there. No call. That's all right with me. 12 and a half to go. Beauchamp with the puck. Drops it back the other way. Cooper trying to get there. Sent up ahead through the zone. Back neutral ice. Garcia gets there first. Garcia, he gets his pocket pick. Down goes one of the Dells players. I believe that was that was, I believe, Trudeau. As up ahead, the puck goes neutral ice. That back in the Rapid zone. Garcia picks it up, skates up into the zone. pass up ahead to Cooper, just can't hold on to it. As Beauchamp sends it back in. They got to get back on side, and they are good now. There's 11:50 to go in the contest. Ford almost gets his pocket pick. Puck sent up far side, surround the boards, it goes. As Trudeau sent it around, stopped by Podgurney. Puck's hit right in the boards, right near the Rapids bench. Backhanded back in, stopped by Beauchamp. Bounce off the boards, Cooper last touched. And no icing is called. 11:30 to go. Ducks and Riverkings just kind of seem, not that they're playing through the end of the game.
Yeah, it's sort of dulled down.
But it's really calmed down from that second period as we have 11:14 to go in the game. As pass up ahead to Anderson. Anderson, Obstfelder to Allstrand. Nice shot, opportunity.
Good save.
Big save there. Wow, Medeiros was there. But Rapids can't bury it. They had 3-on-1. They had the opportunity, just couldn't do it. As the Dells bring it back in. Norton back behind the goal. Played up by Rapids, Lutfelin. Cross ice pass to Anderson. The game slowed down a little bit from my observation as Anderson, center attempt right into the glove, and another push by Medeiros.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, Mike. I think the forecheck, I mean, yesterday it was so prevalent. I mean, the two-man forecheck of the Ducks and really sort of creating some problems for the Riverkings defenders, and I think now it's just, it's really died off completely. I think the energy's sort of gone in that two-man aggressive forecheck, and I think now they're just sort of trying to maybe find a break. I mean, there's a one guy sort of stretching in that last sort of sequence, and I think the game's really gone for the Dolls.
Yeah, it's both teams definitely still playing, but man, it just seems like everything's slowed down to just a real slow pace. Yeah. I don't know really how to describe it other than not that neither team's trying, but they are trying. It's just way slower. As McGregor picks up a puck on a bad pass by the Riverkings deep in their zone, but they are able to hold the zone. Obstfelder, another pass. Clausen gets there. Allstrand shot. That goes off the pads of Medeiros. Puck comes back out to the point. Lutfelin cross ice pass. Raffert shot, blocker, save. Puck bouncing, sliding, still loose, and it comes back out. That's another about 6 saves in a row. As there's pushing and shoving. Helmet comes off on Emil Obstfelder, and now there's a takedown. Free takedown by Anderson. Puts Norton on his back. Count the lights, and then the officials get in there.
What's your take on that move?
Well, I did the best wrestling I could, but I was more just a pancake right to his back.
Yeah. Smothered any attempt of number 7 McGregor to get up and challenge him. A nice play by Anderson.
Yeah, that was McGregor, not Norton, McGregor. So those guys are pretty similar in shape and build. As now we're getting this all sorted out here as McGregor, he's getting sent off the ice. So we'll see. We'll get this sorted out here. Rapids is a wrestling town, but I don't advise it on the hockey ice.
Yeah, what are your sort of hopes for the wrestlers going out to state? What are you expecting?
They've got one returning state champion.
Oh.
They have about 3 or 4 guys who have been there before.
Yeah.
They've got 2 freshmen going. So it'll be interesting this time of year. It's. You know how it is in the playoffs, no matter the sport.
Everyone elevates their game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a bad match. You get caught leaning. You get caught pushing. That's a tough one with like me, a big man. That pushing match.
Yeah.
You get a big guy off his balance. You got a chance putting him on his back.
Yeah, that's what I really like about the sort of mixed martial arts and the wrestling sort of thing. It's so technical. It's so you got to be on your game. You got to be physically and mentally prepared. There's so many variables that can affect even the smallest sort of weight change on your ankle and that sort of thing could end your match.
Absolutely.
It's really similar to hockey in that sort of sense. The mental and physical skill required to play at a high level.
10:05, time of both penalties, and it's a 2-minute penalty for roughing plus 10-minute misconduct for both McGregor and Anderson. So we'll see if we're playing 4-on-4 or 5-on-5.
Yeah, I think the scoreboard says 4-on-4 right now, and I think
that's what they are doing for sure.
Yeah. I suppose the the game misconduct just to sort of calm things down in the last 10 minutes of the game, but I think otherwise sort of an unfortunate call.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what's going to calm this game down a little bit, a little less pushing and shoving, but we'll see.
I think the fire will continue. I think that sort of thing only just fuels you more, and I think we're in for a really exciting last 10 minutes of the regular season.
I will say that was a nice pancake there by Anderson.
Yep.
That was nice.
Yeah, nice move. I think. How many points? It's is it 1 for a takedown? Or?
No. They changed it this year that it's 3.
Oh.
It used to be 2.
Okay.
And near falls. We'll wait for the next break to try to discover near fall. But one is an escape. Is face off controlled by Rapids. Back behind is Whitehead. Drop pass, Bolduc, Obsfelder. Obsfelder, very slight hook, no penalty called. Letting him play on as Obsfelder gets behind the goal. Obsfelder opening up, pass to Whitehead. Whitehead back to Obsfelder. And the Devils trying to get out of the zone. They do. Wilcox is able to do it as we play on. 9:19 left to go. As Obsfelder back with the puck. Chipped up ahead to Allstrand. Big push and shoving in the far side. Guys got to get back on there. Nice feed pass by Bolduc. Centering attempt lifted up by Allstrand. Man, boy, Medeiros, he was committed to that near post. If he had an opportunity, could have stretched out and tried to wrap around goal that, but he does not. Under 9 minutes to go. 4-on-4 hockey for less than a minute now. 55 seconds specifically. As Rapids and the Devils just going through the final motions here. Denty tried to center it. Nobody home. Picked up ahead by the Devils. Desjardins. Rapids holds his own. Denty shot turned away by Medeiros. Back out to the point. Bolduc skates in down low. Try to get it through to Ilian. He lifts that just over the crossbar. Denty down to Ilian. Bouncing puck sent out near side. Garcia. Garcia shot. That got tipped by the shoulder, it looked like. And off the post by Ilian. Boy, oh boy, that had some speed on it.
Some zip.
Wow.
Rocketed off the post.
Lucky they didn't crack the puck on that one as we got 10 seconds left in the 4-on-4 hockey play. Denty carrying it up into the zone. Ilian there. Rapids trying to get a line change as we are even strength. Under 8 to go as Devlin leaves the pass up to Yakoj. Shot way wide of the mark by Yakoj. Trudeau banged up against the boards by Garcia. Down he goes as puck comes out, high slot. Yakoj shot. That's way wide of the mark. Podgurney doesn't have to touch it. Shot turned away by the defense from Norton. Norton still skating with it. Far boards, right about the circle, out to the point. Back down low, picked up by Diamond, and he can't clear it. Puck getting pushed around near side boards. Sent around the boards is there first is Diamond. Picked up by Beauchamp. Gets around the defender. His collision there. His defense does its job. Yakoj can't get it to hold to his stick and back around the boards. Norton sends it. Collisions all over the place. Wide of the net was another shot by the Devils. Under 7 to go. Puck comes up, neutral ice. Picked up by Diamond. Gets around the defense. Gets around Frazier. Doesn't have a stick. Got that knocked out of his hands against the Devils bench. No, nothing dirty. It just dropped it as we are playing on. 2 Riverkings, 3 Ducks down in that corner. 6.5 to go. As the puck's just getting tied up, Norton gets in there first as the puck comes free. And there goes Diamond. 1 glove, no stick. As he gets back to the bench, Schweitzer comes on. Schweitzer back to Garcia. Up ahead to Bryceland. Tried to get a big home run pass. Could not as we approach 6:10 left to go in the regular season. Garcia, pass up ahead, neutral ice. Williams battling with it with Zaffarano. Pass near side, Beauchamp. Can't hold it in as Bryceland. He's still battling with it. Puck still loose. Mid-ice stripe. Clausen carries it in. Lourdes trailing. Puck poked away by Garcia. Garcia lifts it up, neutral ice. Held on to by Bryceland. 1-1 opportunity. Bryceland around the defense. Skates in. Shot. Held the corner. There was Medeiros. Excellent job Again, 5.5 to go in the regular season. Rapids up 5-0 over the Ducks, 43-14 shot advantage. That's controlling yet again for the Riverkings. They might not always get 90 shots on goal like last week, but you're still holding them to under 20 with just about 5 minutes left to go in the game. Rapids holds his own. Bryceland gets it, trying to think about centering to Williams. Falls down. Schweitzer in there, puck loose, bouncing around. Medeiros can't cover it, and now he does. And now it's 4 Ducks on 1 River King. No, they're fighting for throwing position. Zaffarano's in there as the officials are getting involved, saying let him go. And Zaffarano almost goes down with a push from the official. And in that whole fur ball, Schweitzer.
Yeah, I mean, that's completely not his style. He's more of an assassin sort of player, not a loud and proud enforcer. And it looks like Diamond's just searching for his glove in the Dell's bench.
Reminds me of a movie. Have you seen my baseball? Well, have you seen my glove? 5:04. Well, and his stick too. I don't know where that went.
Yeah, his stick was returned to him a bit sooner.
Oh, well, that's the main thing. I mean, the 5:04 left to go. Regulation, 45-14 shot advantage, but most importantly, 5-0 is the score. River Kings advantage over the Ducks. Face off coming to the blocker side. Medeiros, center on the boards. Wilcox, he gets there first. Battling, being pushed around by Denty, and off comes the helmet of Wilcox and a glove. The glove's going on. Now there's a cross check by Gardner. Down goes Denty as Wilcox actually dropped his gloves. So we'll see how all this goes, but Wilcox, I think, he's talking, waiting for it. We'll see how this goes as they got him off the ice in a hurry.
Denty motioning to the Ducks bench. I think Denty's had a great weekend. I mean, he loves to play against the Ducks. I mean, he's had such an impressive record against them.
So we'll see how this goes. And the Dells captain, understandably, he's standing up for his guys. I don't blame him one bit. That's Jonathan Yakaj. He's sitting there, he's like, what do you do, man? What do you do? What's this all about? Come on, you can't send one of ours without one of theirs. As Denty waving to the fans, getting them
fans are loving it.
Fans are going crazy. They're loving it. And that's what this is all about.
Yep.
Whether it's the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters and baseball in the summer, they get the fans into it.
Absolutely.
As the River Kings are doing all winter long. So we'll see what the call is on this. Yeah, we'll see what's happening here.
Looks like the power play units come out for the River Kings.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's going to the box.
And Denty, he's one of those agitators similar to Diamond, and he's got that ability to put goals away and make some nice nifty plays, but he's also a great player to get under the skin of the opponent.
As they're coming up to neutral ice to drop this off. As they're blowing the whistle to say, hey, get going. 4:57 to go. As Trudeau is in the box serving this penalty. 2 minutes for the Dells. 15:03, time of the penalty. Power play, River Kings. Schweitzer in there, won by Rapids. Obsfelder. So Gardner's out. Gardner, 2-minute minor for roughing. 15:03, and it's served by 44, which is Trudeau. So either way, River Kings power play. 4.5 to go. 1.5 left to go. Obsfelder breaking into the zone, full head of steam, leaving out for Tudich. Tudich near side, out front to Allstrand, who cannot hold the zone. Rapids got to reload here. 1:23 left to go. Skater advantage. Send the puck around the boards. Tudich is there. A little bit of aggressive forecheck here on this penalty kill by the Ducks. Obsfelder, blue line. Back Allstrand, near circles. He can't field it quite cleanly. Shot down low, Tudich. Pass, knocked out, but held by Allstrand down low. Schweitzer shot, Obsfelder right in the glove of Medeiros. And then there's a last-second little swipe at it. And Medeiros, it was pushing and shoving, broke a stick. And now he's swiping at Schweitzer.
Medeiros
and the officials are back in there.
It's a feisty goaltender.
Man, waiting to see if there's any penalties called on this, but that's a heck of a slash.
Slash goes to Tudic, I think.
I'm trying to see who this would be. I mean, you could say maybe a slash on Medeiros on that, busting a stick. But they're putting Tudic back in the box. Wow. 16:05 time of the penalty. We got 4-on-4 hockey coming up for 58 seconds. So for a minute, 2 seconds, the Ducks potentially on a power play if we do not have any scoring here in this last little bit. 3:50 to go, regular season, 5-0 Rapids lead. Shot turned away by Denty as he skates back behind the goal. 4-on-4 hockey. You get to open up the ice a little bit. And we'll see what happens here as Denty slides down to his knees, loses possession of the puck. Norton brings it up. Cross ice pass to Wilkie. Shot off the mark there as behind the defense goes Denty. He's there. He's got an opportunity. Shot. Big save. Big check. And a goal.
A goal by Cooper.
And boy, the Ducks are mad. Fraser take exception as the Riverkings celebrate.
What a way to close off this senior night, this 04 night for the Riverkings. I think every 04's got a point.
That's pretty close. Schweitzer, Diamond, Bryceland, Williams, Absefelder, and Cooper. Boy, oh boy, the Devils are mad.
I mean, what a great play by Denty to chase that one down and forcing a great save out of the first one, a great save by Medeiros. And I don't know how Cooper has ended up putting that one in, but he's done so spectacularly.
Backhanded 5-hole. And now there's 2 Ducks. There's a flock of Ducks in the penalty box there.
There is indeed. I mean,
Trudeau, as he's coming out of the box.
Tempers are just
Fraser's in
glaring.
there now. So it should still be 4-on-4 because that was even strength hockey. By my estimation, it should be. We're getting this figured out. I don't know if that's quite a flock of ducks. It might be a raft. A raft of ducks.
Yeah, not enough to form a flying V just yet.
Not yet, no.
I'm just looking to see these 04s that have scored. I mean, it must be close. It must be almost all of them.
Well, you got Cooper, who got a score. Tudic has not yet. He hasn't had a goal yet. Schweitzer's got one. Denty, he does not have a goal, but he's got an assist. Yeah. So, I mean, I think in terms of getting a point.
Tudic has 2 points, 2 assists, so I think
that counts for something.
Yeah, I think every 04 has a point on this 04 night.
Well, we've got another penalty. It's going to be 4-on-3 here. Rapids advantage over the Ducks for about 23 seconds. They'll be 4-on-4 for about minute 25, and then for 30 seconds, Rapids on the power play again, as we got 3:20 to go. That goal was scored by Bryce Cooper for the Riverkings. Puck comes up, neutral ice. Lutfulin brings it up into the zone. Denty with an assist as the puck gets stopped. 16:40, time of the goals. We had a stoppage play. And then the Devils penalty coming up. Fraser for a slash. 2 minutes. 16:40, time of it, as Rapids brings the puck up into the zone on a 4-on-4 opportunity. Ilian skating around the boards. Shot, rebound, puck's loose, shot, another rebound. Puck is still skittering loose to the far corner. Held, can't hold his own is Raffert as Lutfulin. Stops, gets it back up to Raffert. Raffert to Bryceland. You didn't see Ilian crossing through center of ice. Bryceland gets around the defense. Drop pass, nobody home. Picked up by the Ducks as they send it the length of the ice. 4 in icing. And another stoppage. 2:18 left to go as 58 seconds remaining on the penalty for the Ducks and 23 seconds remaining on the penalty for the Riverkings.
Yeah, I mean, a successful weekend for the Riverkings, I'm going to call. I mean, 6 goals in 2 minutes would be a thing of miracle, and I think Riverkings will go into the playoffs feeling really good. I think this is now the 12th win in a row, and feeling really good against a matchup between the Steele County Blades or the Minnesota Blue Hawks.
Shot over the crossbar after that face-off to the blocker side of Medeiros, and now here's an opportunity for the Ducks. Clausen behind the defense, and it's broken up by Garcia. Can't get anything on that shot as Clausen, frustration just seeping in from the Ducks as the Riverkings have a power play for 30 seconds with less than 2 minutes to go in the regular season. Diamond takes the puck up the far side. Not the Gary Larson cartoon, as I always like to point out. Puck sent back the length of the ice on the Dells. That'll probably kill the power play opportunity for Rapids. They have eclipsed 50 shots in the game with a minute and a half remaining. Neutral ice is the puck. Held up. Now it's picked off by McNeish. He couldn't hold on to it. Puck sent back down, and that's turned away by Podgurney. He lost an edge on his skate. That could have been bad news if he does not cleanly field that. Diamond with the puck behind the goal. 1:13 left to go in the regular season. Wilcox, puck sent right back down, played to the far side of the goal by Podgurney. Puck slides up to the blue line in neutral ice, and the teams are just probably going to skate this out the last minute as Wilkie tries to clear it up in the zone. Down goes McNeish as the puck stays out neutral ice with 45 seconds to go. Big collision right in front of the penalty box of Rapids. Puck slides in on Podgurney, back out to the point. Wilkie with it. Shot redirected high of the goal, not getting through. This puck tied up by the official, Chevy Alexander. Puck comes up, Allstrand, cross ice to McNeish. 23 seconds to go in the regular season. Puck going down deep behind the goal. Probably just going to tie this up and go from there. There's 15 seconds to go. Stick on the ice, and they got a stoppage. Pushing and shoving going on again with 13.2 seconds. A lot of talking going on back and forth. And pointing and saying, hey, I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you. As that was Aiden Welsh was out there as he skates back to the Rapids bench.
Like number 14 on the Dells is, I think the ref motion to hold.
Yeah, he did, and that was Wilkie going to the box. The Rapids penalty or power play for 10 seconds for what little that means, as we have played a regular season here in Wisconsin Rapids where the Riverkings are able to grab the win on the final night by a 6-0 score, and that's a shutout and a Riverkings winner.
A really well-known shutout for Podgurney. I mean, he played absolutely fantastically. I don't think there's a single fault that you could pick from in his game, and I mean, his ability to play the puck really sort of tempered the Dells Ducks ability to gain some offense. And
there's fights breaking out. Ducks aren't taking too kindly to any of this, and neither are the Riverkings, as they're just getting everything separated, saying get the heck out of here, start your playoffs, and go your different directions, as both teams are very unhappy with each other, and that's an emotional game, I get it. But cooler heads got to prevail, and there's a new season starting next week.
Absolutely, I think you're totally right, new season. I mean, for playoffs, it's a completely different animal. I mean, upsets are expected almost, and I think just playoffs, I mean, everyone, you bring your A game, you elevate your game, and I think a conclusion to this Dells Ducks weekend, I mean, there was so much passion, so much emotion in all these games, and just a really great way for the Riverkings to end their regular season.
Well, some of the Dells players are leaving the ice, and some of the Ducks players are coming for the handshake, the customary handshake. I understand both sides of it. If you're that upset,
great class shown by these Dells Ducks.
Yep. If you're that upset, I get it. If you're that upset, I get it. As some of the coaches are going through, some of the players are. You know, that's maturity of the game right there. I understand some guys taking themselves out of it, but the ones that stuck around, that's totally cool too. As the Riverkings are they're waiting for the customary can pyramid demolition as it's coming now. Opsfelder going for it on the near side, Diamond on the far side, and they do it as that really puts an exclamation point on the night for the Riverkings as they start their post-game prayer, as some of the Riverkings players motioning to some of the Ducks players with their sticks like a broom, sweeping them out of here. As we will go over the scoring here one last time. First period, 2:13 into the contest. Schweitzer lights the lamp with Tudich and Denty getting assists. Second goal came up at 6:44. Noah Diamond, he got into the scoring. Assist to Beauchamp and Mikhail Alien. And Jake Bryceland, he got the final score of the first period, 16:28 on that time, as Denty and Whitehead got the assists. Second period, 2 goals this time. Riley Williams at 5:49 with assists to Alien and Diamond. And then Emil Opsfelder, he got into the goal scoring at 15:14 as they got assists from Tudich and Anderson on the power play. And then the final score, the nail in the coffin of the Ducks. They got shot down at 16:40 with a goal by Cooper and assist to Denty. Saves? Man, Lorenzo Medeiros, he was fired up all game. He stopped 44 on 50 shots faced. And then Kevin Podgurney earning the shutout, and that shutout is his 3rd of the season, where he stopped all 15 shots that he faced. And now looking at the scores here, going to overtime, just about the end of the first overtime, 3-3, Blades and Ox.
Wow.
So we won't know a conclusion by the end of the broadcast here in a few moments, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see who comes up to the Wisconsin Rapids Riverkings home ice, as we are seeing what the officials are talking about.
I think just to get the kid off the ice, maybe.
Get a host family little guy off the ice, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, he's been with us all season. I mean, he's the cutest little thing, and
Noah Diamond, he's the 1-star player of the game. He gets his little cowboy hat and a shirt to give to some of the adoring fans. Then the 2nd-star player of the game is 100th junior hockey game, number 25, Lucas Whitehead, as he comes up for the 2-star hat and the shirt to give to another fan. And the 3-star player of the game, all the way, that is Cooper. He's a 3-star player of the game as he gets the water bottle dousing the captain, as he gets his hat and gets to give out a shirt to his adoring fans. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun, exciting, wonderful regular season. It's been a lot of fun bringing you this action, and we are looking forward to bringing you more action starting next week, Friday night, 7 p.m. against either the Blue Ox or the Steele County Blades. Still no answer on that, as they're going to overtime number 2. It's tied 3-3. But all season long, I'd be remiss if I didn't say again, thanks to Zach and Carl and Art and Matt, of course, and our good buddy Rory McGibbons. Dude, it's been a great, wonderful honor to bring you these games and be here with you during the whole regular season. But hey, we got a lot of hockey coming up yet.
Absolutely. I mean, I just thank you so much for the opportunity to do this. I mean, I've enjoyed every minute of it. It's great to be up here and really take a sort of technical, more of a technical look at the game, and it's been so much fun.
It's way different to see the game up high than it is at ice level, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see so much more. You can see the stuff behind the play. You can maybe see some things happening in front of you and in place to come, and I think it's just been so much fun to spend the season up here with you guys.
Well, I guess that ends it for tonight's broadcast. Again, thanks to all our listeners out there on Full Hockey, Wisconsin Rapids Community Media and 105.5 WRI. Again, my name's Mike Comer. Thanks for listening again all regular season. Have a great weekend. We'll bring you more action next Friday night.